Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Some folks in Piedmont may see improved internet service by mid-March. The Farmington school superintendent is retiring, and new details regarding an arson and homicide in Goose Creek. All of these stories are coming up.
As quick as we get the warm air coming into southeast Missouri, it's going to leave giving us colder air. I'll give you all the details coming up in weather.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. Internet service for some Windstream customers in the Piedmont area may improve by mid-March. That was the company's response during a meeting with state and business officials yesterday in Jefferson City. State Representative Paul Fitzwater tells 18 Eyewitness News what Windstream officials promised.
Within 30 to 60 days, they're going to be installing some equipment at the headquarters there in the Piedmont area at the office, and basically what that will do is it will improve the internet service for about 750 customers, probably a parameter of Piedmont.
Fitzwater says this is the first time that Windstream has committed to a timeline. When he asked about the areas outside of Piedmont, Fitzwater was told Windstream didn't have the money for that.
But the people in the outlying area outside that parameter, I'm sure they got more than 750 customers, and the other people are just going to be, their service is not going to improve. They have no plans to improve it. They say they need help with funding, to fund this project to improve the services there.
Fitzwater says he will continue to follow up on the issue with Windstream. He also recommends that folks look at alternative internet providers such as Boycom Cable. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Looks like the weather is better, Dustin.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures right now in the 30s. 34 in Festus and St. Genevieve, Ironton at 36. Colder in Van Buren at 32, as well as in Poplar Bluff, and 33 right now in Cape Girardeau and Piedmont. As we go through the evening hours, we'll see a partly cloudy sky, 35 degrees at 7 p.m., 33 by 9, by midnight, a temperature of 31. We will have a warm-up on the way for southeast Missouri, but more colder air is on the way as well. We'll give you all the latest weather details coming up later in your forecast.
Farmington School Superintendent Dr. Natalie Thomas is retiring. The announcement was made at Tuesday evening's board meeting. When Dr. Thomas spoke to 18 Eyewitness News, she said the discovery of her sister was one of the factors in her decision.
I had a pretty exciting discovery about a year and a half ago, and that is that I had a sister that I never knew existed and a niece. I'm adopted. I've always known that I was adopted, and through several unforeseen circumstances, we made this discovery, which was pretty life-changing for both of us.
In addition to spending more time with her newfound family, Dr. Thomas said upcoming changes to retirement benefits also were a consideration.
The benefits for the Missouri retirement system are changing June 30th for a group of people who meet the criteria of the Rule of 86. So those two areas combined really made me give some very serious thought to making that transition to hopefully be closer to my sister and my niece.
Dr. Thomas came to Farmington in July of 2010 from the Riverview Gardens School District. She will remain on the job through June 30th. The investigation continues into the death of a Goose Creek man last Thursday evening. St. Francis County Sheriff Dan Bullock tells 18 Eyewitness News that his department was called in after a state fire marshal looking over the scene of a fire discovered a body.
The subsequent autopsy was performed. The pathologist has advised us that cause of death was a bullet wound to the head.
The body was identified as 68-year-old Kenneth Ray Vaughn. Sheriff Bullock says a short time later, a suspect was arrested.
Investigation continued from there, and a 54-year-old French Village man has been taken into custody and is being held at this time on a absconder warrant through probation parole.
Sheriff Bullock also says his staff is preparing reports to send to the prosecutor's office to formally charge the suspect. Well, starting in April, Wayne County will go to one payday per month. Presiding County Commissioner Brian Polk tells 18 Eyewitness News that the change will help the county save money.
That was done solely as a cost-saving measure for the county. It eliminates a lot of paperwork and time that people can be doing other things.
Polk says this new pay plan is, in fact, the old pay schedule.
Originally, the county did a monthly payroll for all the employees, and several years ago it was changed to a bi-monthly, which has kind of been a nightmare, and it just creates a huge amount of paperwork, and we just decided to go back to the monthly payroll, just like I said earlier, as a cost-saving measure. There were a number of occasions in 2012 when Wayne County had to borrow against their line of credit to make payroll. When we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, the flu is hitting the nation and southeast Missouri hard. We'll have that story coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The flu is having a greater impact across the nation this year, and southeast Missouri is no exception. Don Mounts of the Iron County Health Department tells 18 Eyewitness News on Tuesday they have run out of the influenza vaccine.
We have had several cases of confirmed influenza, especially in Iron County. I know that they have had more in St. Francis County. We actually ran out of our influenza vaccine today and are hoping to get some more in.
Dawn says they've given some 400 flu shots out this year. She says even getting a flu shot now does offer some protection.
You need to get them as soon as possible because it does take 2 weeks before it takes effect after you get vaccinated. So we're urging everybody to get one as soon as possible.
Dawn says in addition to a flu shot, you can also protect yourself by washing your hands frequently and using a hand sanitizer. Republicans in the 8th U.S. Congressional District will have one more opportunity to look over a potential successor to Representative Joanne Emerson. For the second time in as many weeks, the candidates will participate in a forum, this time in Cape Girardeau. Chairman of the 8th District Republican Committee, Eddie Justice, says it's his mission to be sure the process is fair and transparent.
Because we do not want there to be any even hint of mispropriety. We want this to be open so that everyone understands once this is over that there is no prearranged or preordained result to this process. We want this committee to be able to come up with the nominee based on the procedure as set forth by Missouri State statute.
The candidates forum will start Thursday night at 7 o'clock in the Concourse Building on North Broadview Street in Cape Girardeau. The 86 members of the committee are expected to meet in Van Buren next month to nominate their candidate. You have about one more week to order your Girl Scout cookies. Fredericktown troop leader Jamie Hargis tells 18 Eyewitness News selling cookies teaches the girls real life skills.
The girls learn, people skills with asking and selling. They learn how to manage money by keeping track of everything. The biggest thing my girls are doing this year is they're learning to finance and do a lot of things. We're going on a trip this summer, so they're learning how to do budgets and everything to figure out ways to pay for their trip to go to Washington, D.C. this summer.
Jamie says they have quite a trip planned to the nation's capital.
We're going to actually go with a council, and they're going to see a lot of the national monuments out that way. It's kind of an education. They're going to Smithsonian and have just a nice time and to reward them for, a lot of the hard work they've done the last couple of years selling cookies.
In addition to the trip, Jamie points out all the money raised by the girls stays in Madison County. If you haven't ordered your cookies, just click this story at our website, kdkz18.com.
How long will this warm air stick around? I'll let you know. Coming up, we'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. We're seeing the warmer air starting to come in just a little bit. We're going to see temperatures near 50 degrees. Sunshine sticks around for the next several days. Looks like cold air is moving back in on Sunday. Currently here in southeast Missouri, we're in the 30s, 36 in Ironton, Ellington 34, 33 from Fredericktown to Cape Girardeau and Piedmont, and 32 right now in Poplar Bluff. We have clear skies here at the studio and 36 degrees. Feels like 31 though. Current dew point at 20, 51% humidity, and in the west-southwest wind at 7 miles per hour. Your Thursday is shaping up nicely. Plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri. However, we're going to be in the lower 40s. It's not going to warm up too much, but we will be a little bit warmer than we've seen in the past, and I'll show you that coming up. We also have more warmer weather moving in for your Friday and Saturday. For tonight, clear skies, low around 25 degrees, northwest wind 5 to 10, temperatures in the 20s throughout southeast Missouri. Then for tomorrow, we're in the low to mid 40s, plenty of sunshine, northwest wind 10 to 15 in the next several days. Show that we're going to start warming up for Friday and Saturday, temperatures in the low 50s, but by Sunday, mostly sunny, 36. We're in the 20s Monday and Tuesday. Look at that, those lows, 10 degrees on Monday night, 12 on Tuesday night. Some early indications show that those could be a little chillier than those. We'll fine tune it as we get closer. And on Wednesday, plenty of sunshine back into the mid to upper 30s. 52 on Saturday with plenty of sunshine. Sunshine continues on Sunday, but much colder air moves in as temperatures will be in the mid 30s. That is check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at kdkz18.com. Just click on the weather tab. We'll be right back.
Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in Jefferson City, where the State House Elections Committee approved legislation Tuesday, which states that openings in statewide offices, except for the governor's office, should be filled through a special election. Now, the bill is expected to go before the chamber floor next week, and if passed, it would answer one of the key questions for GOP leaders who are trying to pick a candidate to put up as a successor for outgoing U.S. Representative Joanne Emerson. Missouri Attorney General Chris Koster is asking a federal appeals court to reinstate Missouri's law prohibiting desecration of the American flag, which a federal judge struck down last year. The American Civil Liberties Union filed suit citing freedom of speech on behalf of a Cape Girardeau man who was arrested in 2009 for cutting up an American flag and throwing it into the street, blaming the country for his inability to find a job. Koster filed an appeal last month to the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. A hearing date has not been set. On Tuesday, a college student with a violent past, a mental disability, and a handgun wounded an official at the Stevens Institute of Business and Arts in St. Louis and then shot himself. The day before, Greg Ezelrath, the college's financial and director, informed Son Johnson that he had lost his financial aid. Reportedly, Johnson had been upset but not threatening. Officials say it's not certain whether Johnson had shot himself in the side of the chest deliberately or on accident. Kenneth police are looking for 2 people wanted in connection with an investigation of counterfeit bills. Authorities have identified a white male and a white female as the ones passing at least 2 separate $100 bills at 2 locations in Kenneth. Police believe that the same individuals may be responsible for passing similar bills in Poplar Bluff as well. And a proposal to ban smoking in the Capitol offices of Missouri House members has been snuffed out by a committee. The House Rules Committee rejected the office smoking ban on Tuesday on an 8-4 vote, with all Republicans against it and all Democrats for it. The Rules Committee chair told reporters House members often work long, irregular hours and should be free to decide their own office policies. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, adoption can bring new challenges, but when a child has special needs, the hurdles are even greater. You'll meet one family who is raising a miracle on today's Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson, hungry for a bargain on a meal. I've got a chef who's going to show me how to feed a family of 4 a feast for less than $15. It's just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
What does it take to adopt a child who has a lot of special needs? Dr. Bill Meyer finishes a 2-part series today on hard adoption cases and what these special kids can bring to your family.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A mailman.
In our last segment, we met an incredible young boy named Zachary, who not only survived his birth mother's cocaine addiction, but also a partial birth abortion. These traumas left him with part of his brain missing.
Jess, do you want water?
His adoptive parents, Jill and Terry, are pretty incredible too. They've actually adopted a house full of special needs kids. In Zachary's case, their insistence on the best medical care and therapy has contributed to what some might call a miracle.
That was easy.
He's pretty normal. He can ride his 2-wheel bike. That was an amazing day for him. And he shouldn't be able to do that because of the part of his brain that's missing.
The reading, the writing, the math skills, and he stays up with those. He's pretty much at grade level on those.
Zachary's an early riser, and he calls his favorite radio station every morning.
I ask him for songs and I tell him what I'm having for breakfast.
He continues to thrive, not only because of fine medical care, but also because of unconditional love.
I mean, the love is there. Love covers everything. And when you provide those needs for a child, it's like watering a dry flower. They just blossom.
Families considering this type of adoption have plenty of issues to work through before bringing a special needs child into their home. Difficult adoption cases aren't for every family, but the rewards can be great.
Whether they're born or whether they're adopted or whether they're a hard adoption, every child brings problems into the home. But that's what love is, and that's what family is. It's someone that can come alongside and be with them during the hard times and the difficult moments.
He teaches us so much about life and what's right and what's wrong.
I'm Dr. Bill Meyer for Focus on the Family.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, kdkz18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. We all want to get the most for our money, especially when it comes to food. So how about feeding a family of 4 a nutritious meal for less than 15 bucks? Money expert Stacy Johnson has our Frugal Family Feast.
Ready to take a bite out of that family budget? I've got Chef Lenore Nolan Ryan here, who says she can feed us a family feast for 4 for less than 15 bucks. Chef, what do you have for me today?
We're going to make some shrimp risotto. Very easy.
Sounds good.
First, I'm going to put the shrimp into the pan. Hear that sizzle? Just a little bit pink. You don't want to cook it all the way through.
How long?
About 30 seconds or so.
Oh, that's not much.
Yeah, so then I'm going to take it out. And you're going to add to the pan, let's put in the shallot. See the little chopped up onions right there in front of you? Let's put them right in there.
You knew I didn't know what a shallot was.
I knew you'd know. Shallots into the pan it goes. Saute, saute. All right, how about a little bit of white wine? Hear that sizzle?
Yes.
Looks good, doesn't it? Zucchini.
Zucchini.
So there you go. Helping me out. And the rice, arborio rice.
That's rice.
That's rice. It's arborio rice, and we're going to cook it slow.
Okay, how long does that take to cook?
This is going to take about 20 minutes or so. So we're going to cook it, and as you see that the wine is absorbed, we're going to start adding chicken stock. How about that?
And you know what?
It's delicious and ready to go.
We're almost out of time. But here's what it looks like when it's done, folks. It doesn't take that long to cook, not that difficult. We've got the recipe for you right here at moneytalksnews.com. Just look for Frugal Family Feast. And let me tell you something. Oh my God, that's the best shrimp I've ever had in my whole life. Check it out. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, kdkz18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the first night of the Black River League tournament is now in the books. The Rams shake up their scouting department, and the Cardinals want fans to share a little glove this weekend.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The first night of the Black River League tournament is now in the books. In the first round action, South Iron crushed Bunker a final of 95-29. East Carter barely edged by Van Buren, a final of 60-61. Clearwater handled Ellington just fine, a final of 87-33. And Winona dismantled Lesterville 91-32. Action will resume Thursday night. You can hear every play of every game on Kickin' Country 105 and watch live video and audio in crystal clear resolution at kdkz18.com. Well, the Rams have undergone yet another scouting department shakeup with the firing of the assistant director of college scouting and 2 area scouts. The timing of the move is quite unusual. Normally, scouting changes aren't made until after the draft, and since the Rams' 2012 draft was considered quite a success, the moves may be about general manager Les Snead wanting to bring in his own people. And inspired by the Gloves for Troops initiative spearheaded by Cardinals minor league infielder Vance Albitz, the team is asking fans to donate generally used baseball gloves and baseballs during the weekend's winter warm-up. Albitz organized a glove and baseball drive this winter after reading an account from a soldier requesting baseball equipment that would be donated to military members serving overseas. His goal is to collect at least 1,000 gloves and baseballs before spring training. The Cardinals are hopeful that advertising a glove drive at the organization's winter warm-up can help spur Albitz towards his goal. He has already collected more than 200 gloves on his own. And that's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a check of that forecast for the rest of this evening. We're going to see a partly cloudy sky tonight, 35 degrees at 7 p.m., 33 at 9 by midnight, a temperature of 31. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight. 6 News Watch is next, and don't forget to check out our website, KDKZ18.com. We'll see you right back here on 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.